Hello YouTube! Great news in the Bad Debate Society. We're expanding! And people are getting down in the comments and we already have 1 subscriber. So that's a huge expanding. Anyways, so last time we got into the gay debate and we got some very fine response from you people and we did some minor points and you responded to them very well. One of the great comments was from Steve Foster, who gave a comment like this. A country needs ideal for the greater good of society. Even in very pro-gay societies like ancient Greece and Rome, they had this understanding. If you look at history, people were expected at the time to sleep with both men and women. But they know that for society to grow and produce children, people had to be pressured to get married and have children. There was an ideal. Country that had a much more advanced culture than the West, such as South Korea, know that even though gays and lesbians should be treated with respect, society have the ideal of traditional marriage, so for the good of society and family cohesion. So what happened in the West? People have abandoned the ideal of traditional marriage over the last 50 years because of this stupid belief in personal freedom. And who has suffered because of this? The United States poor white, blacks and Latinos have gone from fairly healthy and intact community that have totally fallen apart, with rapidly rising single motherhood and men that are totally lost and unable and unwilling to take care of the people they love. Even the birth rate has collapsed for the educated mother, while has risen for the poor single mothers. What does this create? A country that is financially unable to take care of the growing numbers of children from single parent families and growing numbers of elderly that the government can't not take care of. So Steve, first of all, I think we have 2 different opinions on what's a good society. Is a good society a society where we can efficiently co-live with each other, even on behalf of our own happiness? Or is it how happy the people that live in that society actually is, individually? But if you on the other hand are worried about the world's declining population, you don't have to be worried anymore. Even with homosexuals, we are producing way too many poop producers, and that's the problem. That even the no baby making gays can stop or slow down. If you're thinking on the American birth rate on the other hand, there's many factors, and one of them is actually economic. There's a link in the description giving some more info about that, but that's actually a really big factor. First of all, stupid belief in personal freedom. That's a matter of opinion. Personally, I really appreciate my personal freedom. Second of all, even though the United States has become increasingly more poor, there's a lot of factors that plays into that. One of them is the fiscal policy, which changed a lot in the 70s and has become increasingly worse since then. So that one can be blamed on Reagan. Third of all, you claim that in the future the state will have trouble providing for the elderly and young mothers, and that's maybe true. That probably is true. But on the bright side, women have gained equality and rights and learned to stand up for themselves. And that's actually a trade-off I think is quite fair for the sake of humanity. Even so, maybe you're right. Maybe our ideals are actually declining and we're falling into moral decay and society will go under. But personally, I think the world is changing like it always has done and always will do. But even if you're right, I don't think you can blame it all on gay and lesbians. Actually, I think they contribute quite a little to this. There's a lot of factors that plays in. The economy, media, people around you, technology, globalization. There's a lot of things that plays in and altogether changing our ideals, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. But I don't think gays and lesbians are a reason for this change in ideals. Did this make sense to you? If so, please tell us. If not, please tell us. And even so, if you have questions, please tell us. We will try to answer. And if you have some critique, let us know. And don't forget to subscribe. And thank you very, very much for watching. And I will quote you out. Our youth now love luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority. They show disrespect for their elders and love shattering places of exercise. They no longer rise when elders enter the room. They contradict their parents, shatter before company, gobble up their food, and tyrannize their teachers. Socrates, 430 BC approximately. Stay awesome!